Grab your drink, roll your papers, wind down, or speed up and get to work. It's your girl Shan with season 6 of She Gets It podcast. I'm with all of y'all as we navigate this new world we got. We are all adjusting to these new changes. Let's go. What up, y'all? This is season 6 of She Gets It podcast, episode 9. I want to discuss the minister Louis Farrakhan's little talk he did. It was almost 3 hours, but I feel like it was needed. Let me say this: I'm not Muslim. I'm not Christian. I'm not atheist. I'm not Catholic. I don't conform to any type of religious follow where this X, Y, and Z book is my life, because ain't no book my life. I look at all books as a newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Some information in a newspaper is true. Some of it is, what that writer wanted to be perceived. So, me watching him speak and listening to him speak, he talked about the virus and how he said the orange man would be society's last president for America. He's never been my president, never been paying attention to him to begin with. I think when it comes to America, we've always been a joke to every other continent, every other country, every other island. We've always been a joke, right? And I feel like since Arnold Schwarzenegger became, what was he running for governor for California? That was the beginning of a joke. The fact that someone with no military background, no political background, could ever sit up in a White House with a wife that hates him, that he disrespects, that he doesn't give no shits about, that plagiarized our First Lady speech word by word on national television. I feel like this has been a circus, and I don't pay money to go to a circus. I think circuses are for people who love seeing animals disrespected. But we're not going to go down that road. I just think that this has all been for entertainment. And right now we are allowing an entertainer to break down anything that was left that made sense when it came to construct, when it came to school, when it came to our children, when it came to our lives, our health, our value, our finances. Like, he's doing a complete breakdown of this shit. And by all means, there does need to be like a breakdown in order for things to get better. But the breakdown that he's doing is the breakdown of what makes sense, not the breakdown of what doesn't make sense. So that in itself, Farrakhan was speaking on the virus, and he was saying that we should not take their vaccine. We should not take, anything that they're giving our children. Fight like hell. And I'm with him on that. Like, I don't plan on giving my child or my children that vaccine. I don't plan on taking that vaccine. I don't even give my children flu shots. Like, we already, shoot them up enough through their food, through what they see on TV, on YouTube, what they see in society. I'm not giving my child no vaccine on a virus that they don't even know how to treat. You didn't even have enough time to do proper testing on this so-called vaccine that y'all been cooking up. And it's been so blatant and disrespectful talking about black people should try it first. Why? Why? Haven't we already been the guinea pigs to your shit? To your kinks? Haven't black women been guinea pigs to your let's see how much pain they can endure. Let's see what instruments we can put into their vaginas. Haven't we done that already? Let's see how we can, see what their kids will look like if this one screws the mom and then that one screws his daughter and then this one does this, and then if this slave is stronger than that slave, then we can kill this slave because that doesn't work. Haven't we done that enough? Polio vaccine. Haven't we seen that already? Like, there are documentaries and documents saying and proving that these scientists lie, these scientists cover up, these scientists have other motives, and we still are allowing these scientists and this orange man to dictate what goes into our bodies. So I was with him on that. He talked about this country was not made for poor people. Definitely with him on that. How we became less of a actual human being with, Europeans in charge of this country. I believe that. Still to this day, we are less of a human being. We see it on the news. We see it when they kill us. We see it when officers murder us and they get bail and they get to shop comfortably in their grocery stores with us. We see it when, they kill our children that are playing with toy guns outside without asking any questions. They just pull up and shoot. But yet they're outside playing water guns with each other. We see it. So I was with him on that. He also said world leaders got their power by bloodshed. Duh! Like, come on. That's why I'm just like, how can you be up in arms about the people in the streets protesting and the people in the streets being angry and everything you do as far as taking and having and going into other countries when your country is already having their own issues been by force? Like, the United States is only comfortable with your religion if it's of a Christian religion. Any other religion, they're going to make you look like you're a terrorist. Even though they're the ones training the terrorists to do what they do. But again, that's another episode. He stated that we should not take their medications. He also talked about how the Caucasians came into existence. The lie and the murder being within their nature, which history shows, yes, that is. Whenever they feel defensive, whenever they feel like they can't, or you're too smart, or you know too much, their aim is to kill you, to end you, to make you not exist, to make sure you can't discuss and you can't tell and you can't explain and you don't look like you're in the right. We see it. We see when their children go into churches, pray with us, and then murder us, and they take them out to go get something to eat before they take them to jail. And then while they're sitting in jail, they're getting the ultimate treatment and then want to plead insanity so they have enough space and time to be comfortable as they sit there and wait until they die. We see when they're women, they're white women that they love and they praise so much and can do no wrong. Kill our children in daycare, hang them, fully competent, and they get probation. And we see them take our children, charge them with felonies over minor things, and take their whole life away. We see it. You put it on the news. It's the headline. So how can you say there isn't no racism? How can you say you're not doing this out of spite when there's so many examples? He talked about the true Jews. I feel like when it comes to Jerusalem, when it comes to all those small areas over there with those people that have always gone through years and years of oppression, years and years of war, of bombings, them poor people in Syria, all them kids, like, for what though? For what? And I feel like there are oppressed people in all cultures. There's some form of oppression in all cultures, is what I feel. But yeah, the true Jews, he talked about that. And a lot of people, stay saying, how Jews, went through the Holocaust. And we have so many movies about the Holocaust from different perspectives, right? And I love watching those movies, right? And the movies that we have on slavery are so vague, and the story is filled with so much fluff and lies and drama to make the film or the show feel, more of today. No, tell it for truth. Can we have a whole documentary series on the black inventors that created the refrigerator? On the black creators and inventors that created so many of the things that we use today that were either killed or lied on or had their thoughts and their inventions stolen because they wanted a white man to create it. Can we talk about that? Can there be some fucking transparency on that? I think once we have that, then that's when we'll start peeling back some truth. That's when we'll start seeing our children, our youth in the streets not killing each other like we're cats with 9 lives. You have to understand that these kids in these major cities are boxed in. They're boxed in by businesses being put up in their communities that don't hire them, that sell processed, unhealthy food that they eat off of because they can afford it, that have bodegas that don't hire them, they hire their family, that have supermarkets that do not have the best foods in them, that have people that sell to them that hate them. Then they have a mother or father that's overworked that can't spend the time they need to spend with them to get to know who their kids are and what their needs are, because they're trying to pay that rent or they're trying to be able to keep their heads above water, and they're stressed out. And, in their mind, they think the goal of raising you to your 18 so they can push you out the house is the best thing to do, when in all actuality, that's the worst thing you can do. I think all children should be living with their parents until they're 25, because they need to know what it is to actually be an adult, not be thrown to be an adult. That's a process, and that's something I think we're slowly but surely unlearning, that our parents probably didn't do with us, where we see other cultures have multiple families live within one house, and they save up their money and they work and they spend together, they save together, and slowly but surely, one by one, they start going out into the world and buying their homes. Not renting, not roommating, but buying their homes. So it's a lot of things we have to tear down, reconstruct, just like this country, in order to be better. And I think I don't even want to say his name, that orange looking thing is here to break down everything that this country is. And we have to have the people, the leaders in place to build it up to what it should be. Because I feel like America is very diverse, and there's no reason why we can't be great because we are diverse. You know, and these young generations coming up under us, they're brilliant. They're brilliant. They have energy. They have, you know, balls to say, speak, and do things that we wouldn't ever dare to try. And we have to make sure that we're pouring into them the right way. We have to make sure that we're being the proper example that they need to be great. We can't slack on that. So if you haven't gotten a chance to watch or listen to some of what the minister Louis Farrakhan was talking about, please check it out. It's on YouTube. I wanted to do this episode with someone, but he just couldn't take it because he's not into he's not into any type of religious based thing. So he couldn't take it, but I say check it out. Take what you take from it. Think about it, discuss it. And being aware is better than not being aware and being, you know, dumbfounded by what happens. So everything isn't everything, but everything needs to be seen, discussed, and dealt with. And when it comes to you and your family, do what you need to do to protect your family. This is the right time to possibly be buying another gun, possibly be buying more ammo, buying water like crazy. We're going to have a second wave of a quarantine coming because these people are clueless as to what to do, especially with these kids that are supposed to go back to schools. Some of them want to do virtual. Some of them do not want to do virtual. Some of them are saying, you know what, send the kids to school. All of the faculty have to wear masks. The kids don't have to. The kids are the nastiest people in the school. They must wear masks. But then again, I don't see kids wearing their mask correctly for 8 hours of the day throughout the day in the school. I don't see it. I feel like you think the numbers are high now. The numbers are going to be crazy high with kids going back to school. I don't think they're prepared, because if you called out school for 3 months when the numbers were low and new, the numbers are sky high now. Why are you sending them back to school? I don't think you need to be an Einstein to be a president, but these fools and these ass kissers and lickers that they have in this administration are trash. Garbage truck juice, okay? Everybody's kissing somebody's ass when it comes to politicians in America. They are. That's how they want to be seen. That's how they want to be viewed. And I'm just not with it. I'm not into politics. I think they're all liars. I think they all have their own agendas, and they're all full of shit. When it comes to religion, I think they all have their cons, but they are all similar in some way. The way that they get different is depending on their greed and their motives. But like I said, being aware of the information is better than not having the information at all. So do what you will, but that speech, that talk is out there on YouTube for free. You don't have to pay for it. And continue to do your own research, do your own Googles, read for yourself, and really set a tone for you and your family of what you need to do in a plan accordingly. Till then, keep safe, sanitize your home, your phone, and that dome. Deuces. That's a wrap. That's another show. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking out She Gets It. There is a merch available for you guys to shop at on teespring.com. The link will be in the info section. She Gets It shop is on there. Also, please don't forget to add me. Follow me on IG and Twitter. She Gets It Pod. All right? Hashtag She Gets It. You'll find me. Trust me. On FB, Facebook. Don't forget to add the page She Gets It Pod. Join the She Gets It affiliates. I would love to have you in there to discuss episodes, discuss thoughts, get that feedback. And please, please don't forget to rate the episode, rate the show. I just want to know, like, am I going in a direction that you guys, are learning something from? Is it something you want to learn more about? I would love to hear y'all feedback. I love the fact that you guys support and listen to me blab and run my mouth. And if you just want to support the show, go to anchor.fm/SheGetsIt/support. Thank you, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.